guys, this is Complete Sports on a live TV. The countdown to the NFF election in Benin next month, 30th of September, is definitely on. And at this point in time, so much permutation, once a combination is going on, so much politicking behind the scene. The big question is, who will succeed Amaju Pinnick as the next NFF president, especially now that the master plan committee has submitted its report to Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari. All of these and much more we shall be discussing on the show today, and I'm not going to do this alone. I'll be joined by a very senior colleague of mine, a veteran sports journalist, which I'll be dissecting all of this together. Just stay with us. Welcome back to Complete Sports. My name is Michael Obasa. I told you guys earlier on, I'm not going to do this alone on the show today. I've got a colleague with me, Kelechi Onwediwe. Nice to have you on Complete Sports.
Great to be here, Mike. I never get this opportunity, so I'm going to milk this one.
Thank you so much. Let's talk Nigerian football, Kelechi. You've been monitoring all that's been going on.
Absolutely.
A lot is going on now. We're counting down to the 30th of September in Benin.
Yeah.
Where Amaju Pinnick has told everybody that has to listen that he's not going for the more talk about third time. So we're going to have a new president. What are you looking forward to seeing in Benin?
Mike, to be honest with you, I'm looking forward to see a transparent, free and fair process. For too long, I think our football has been, particularly elections, into the NFF has been mired in one controversy or the other, including this one. You understand? But I'm hoping that we see something different. And Nigerian football, look, it has the potential to change the lives of a very large number of Nigerian youth, men and women, as we've seen. In fact, to show how important it is, it probably has created the highest number of millionaires amongst youth.
Oh.
Yes, see, if you check it, when I mean highest number, I mean youth involved in the arts, which athletes are part of that. So it is very important to be allowed to have so much controversy, to be allowed to be embroiled in so much corruption, to be allowed, to basically drift, So those who are supposed to gain the most have not, and it's the youth. Because the more youth we produce who succeed through sport, the more want to belong to sport. We can see the impact. The Nigerian teams that left here to win things abroad, they were nothing when they left, but they returned as heroes, global champions. So anyone who gets in that office has to be the right person with the real interest of the game at heart, because of how important football is. A lot of funding comes in, and usually we've had people in the past who mostly wanted to put their hands in the till, take what's there, caring less about the real impact in the lives of our youth. So this one has to have be different from all the others. We need the right guys in charge.
Let's zero down to the candidates that have shown interest in this election.
Absolutely.
Some have said there should be a clean sweep of the current board, but we have the likes of Shia Kiumi, the first vice president, showing interest to succeed Amaju Pinnick. We have the likes of Ibrahim Gusso, the chairman, and we have the likes of Shehu Diko Delef, the chairman, who has been there for 10 years, about 10 years running the Nigerian League. Musa Madu, the former general secretary of the Nigerian Football Federation, the one some have called Mr. Integrity, he's also shown interest. Some ex-internationals have also shown interest, like Bennett Akwebo, Peter Saidida, and Jonathan Akpobore. Some said there are a lot of pretenders. Who are the contenders?
Okay, first of all, despite what I said earlier about getting the right people in place, some of those you called who are in this board, you have to take them as key contenders. Key contenders because they've got power of incumbency, they've been running Nigerian football from like in this case of Shehu Diko, like you mentioned, the last 10 years up till now. So there's nothing about the workings of the NFL that he does not know. He is a key man now, basically in CAF, FIFA. He's gone to those places, run the Nigerian league now for nearly a decade. He is a contender. The second vice president, who is the Lagos State FA chairman, is a big contender as well. Why? Because they've got currency. Basically, They're members of the current board, already have allies within the board and on the executive committee. And of course,
And even the Congress.
Yeah, and the Congress, and Ibrahim Gusso, chairman of chairman, a member of the current executive. So, sadly, I know I use the word sadly, because you would have wanted those from outside to be as powerful as those from the inside, to give you a perfect balance. So, but the way it is now is that the likes of Gusso, Akinomi, and of course Diko, start ahead of the, 10 meters ahead of the rest. It does not mean that those starting 10 meters there can't win the race, but of course it makes it extra difficult to now win the race. Now, who are those from just outside, who can cause an upset? You mentioned the former General Secretary Musa Amadu, who had a massive declaration of intent, where, surprisingly, Diko and Akinomi attended, so, and the likes of Abayola, I think he has declared his interest as well. So some of these people linked to government or to the NFF previously, you also have to say they know enough about what's going on in the NFF without being inside the NFF, and could and will definitely give the likes of Diko a run for their money. Again, a lot of money is involved in running this thing successfully, as we've seen over the years. In fact, the more we go, the more money is needed. And I'm thinking that money is going to be part of it. You need it to go around, talk to people, and the shortness of the time means that you need to do more to reach out to the largest number of people. And this is probably the last one that might have this number in the Congress. If, going by the plans we are hearing, the Congress is getting expanded, it might be more difficult in future to get everybody on your side. I mean, obviously, it's easier to convince 44 people to vote you than to convince 100 and something. Yeah. So, for the ex-internationals, much as I would like them to go in there and run Nigerian football, I have to realistically believe that it's going to be an uphill task for any of them to win right now. I don't think they are set up either in terms of support they have, in terms of the money available to them to play around with or to campaign with. You understand? In terms of being ingrained in the nitty-gritty of NFF politics, I think they might have to buy their time and probably wait for an expanded Congress and then play better politics at the grassroots, put them in good stead for the next one, not this one.
The master plan that has been backed by Mr. President, led by Ibrahim Galadima, many believe have done a good job.
Yeah.
Talking about having an expanded Congress, about 101 members, having a 16-board Nigeria Football Federation. The master plan has talked about inclusiveness, equity, and democratization. Are you very confident that we might see the visibility of the master plan working, the implementation from this next NFF election in Benin?
Like I said, there's the time is a bit short, so we might not see it as much as we would like to see it. But because the idea is out there, a whole lot of people are going to demand for more fairness in the process, even if we do not have an expanded Congress, or we don't manage to get an expanded Congress before the actual election. So, so even though we may not have 100%, the effect is going to definitely be felt there. Many are going to say, no, we as stakeholders need to play a big role in making sure that the NFF gets the best executive committee possible.
I want to say thank you so much, Kelechi.
Thank you very much.
It's always a pleasure having Kelechi on the show. It has been the very best of Complete Sports on a live TV once again. We shall be back next time. Don't forget to always be part of our show. My name is Michael Obasi. We'll see you next time.